Mcluvin news on this last video for today. Let me ease your worried minds over nuclear war, at least on one thing. We, the American people, have the strength, the power, and the unity in this country between all political parties to show a stronger message of something that our commander-in-chief, Donald Trump, the sitting acting president of this country, for the next 3 years, seems to think he can act just like an authoritarian, just like a dictator, and talk about nuclear war, threatening this nuclear saber to Putin, which he did in fact do. You can check it out. It happened today. I'll post a link in the description for you guys to read how he talks about flouting his power, to talk about how we have a nuclear submarine right off the Russian coast. You can say this isn't a big deal, but the reality, what does a strong leader reflect? Certainly not somebody who has to threaten nuclear armament. We have enough strength in America to take smarter strategies than to threaten another country. Unlike with Putin, who would gladly do this, as he is a war criminal, an international murderer and war criminal. For all the durations of all the years as acting president, showing his authoritarian rule, his dictatorship rule over all of which he's done and invaded other countries and caused dissident problems and issues between the United States and conflicts. You can look at old, fictitious takes from the basis of the Rocky Balboa movie, where Putin and Russians invaded, Afghanistan and attacked the innocent Afghanis. The reality is Putin loves to talk about nuclear weapons and uses dark satanic terms like Satan's nuclear warhead or other references. He loves this, just like they cowardly bomb and kill Ukrainians from far distances, rather than man-to-man showing them that maybe we need to respect the independence of a country that's showing it has the strength to stand up against an authoritarian dictator and murderer like Putin. America needs to reflect better, and I think we, the American people, can do a far better job and reflect on this and not worry so much about Donald Trump. It's not that you don't have to turn a blind eye to it, but we have the strength as a country to show a greater strength that comes from within as a whole, from all colors and nationalities, and decree, because when we bring our forces together in America, just like when we stood up against terrorism, apart from the conflict that was George Bush and all his problems over there, trying to start another war over oil, which is exactly why that even happened, with the whole tragedy of many of our good boys and women and men who lost their lives over the years, and many kids who had to grow up through that generation. We got to reflect that for our kids and for our present, so we don't have a repeat of the past. Mcluvin news: without the present, there is no future.